Hoi hoi! It's louisity again, and for this video I'm going to be doing a book tag called Book Addiction Tag. Hoorah! So I was tagged by Hugo from Scientist Reading World. Thank you so much, Hugo, for tagging me. So I'm going to be doing this tag, and let's begin. If I'm in a reading slump, the rough estimate would be about 5 days to a week. One at a time. I haven't unhauled or sold or sent someone like books and that someone doesn't live with us, but who knows, it may change in the future. Depending on like the malls or the places that I go to, the average would be about an hour per store, but sometimes I would divide it to different like amounts, or it will be like shorter if I know that there are a lot of bookstores, you know, in the area or in the mall that I'm visiting, or you know, basically in the specific place that I'm going to. So sometimes I would stay in a bookstore, in a store in a short span of time. Here in the Philippines, most of the bookstores are relatively small, and like even the book section themselves are like relatively small, so it's not like I can really stay for a very long time. But you know what? Here's the thing, for National Bookstore, I also check out the pencil section because I'm also a little bit of a pencil enthusiast, so... When working, about an hour. When I'm not working, usually about like 4 to 5 hours. Honestly, it doesn't. Like, when I think about the things that I gotta do for the day, like I plan it out, like I think about those things that needs to be done. So for example, like what are the posts or tweets that I gotta put, like, you know, or if I have to upload a video, or if I have to do anything else that is like personal for myself that I gotta do. So those are the things that I list, because it's kind of like the way that I kind of like work is that for me, like reading is like, you know, after everything's done, let's go read. So yeah, for the most part, that's what happens. It may be a little bit different when I'm dealing with or reading a book for Blu-ray book club, because that's where I'm more of like, I gotta read this before the live stream. So, or I need to make sure that before the live stream, I already have read a book. So yeah, so that's just how it goes. Like for me, I'd like get everything done, get all the things that you think you gotta do, or I gotta do, you know, to get it done, and then there, you can enjoy yourself with a book. This is a guesstimate, about 150 to 200. I mean, that's just a guesstimate. I selected 2 for this prompt. Now, the first would have to be The Savage Grace by Breathes Pain, one of like my favorite paranormal fantasy books, and I believe that the Dark Divine series is an underrated paranormal fantasy series. You guys gotta, you know, like check that out. And the reason why I'm picking this, as like I kind of like went out of my way and put a lot of effort to it, because I would consider having this as a special order, you know, being like putting a lot more effort and a little, you know, something. But yeah, like I really like look forward, and when I'm gonna be getting this book, I always, or not really always, it's kind of like an overstatement, but it's like whenever I visit the branch of where I asked this to be like ordered, I would go to the customer service and check like what's the status of my order and all that. So I was really looking forward, and I knew that I had to exert a little bit more effort. And the other one would have to be, it would be this one, I Believe in a Thing Called Love by Maurene Goo, which was the book of the month for Blu-ray Book Club in January 2021. And I found in a story or in a post from Ira Wonderlust. I believe that was in Instagram when, you know, during Big Bad Wolf back in 2020, and I saw that, you know, she bought a copy of this. There was a copy of this one in the Big Bad Wolf sale, and I was like, when I was there, I was really, you know, looking into the stacks of books because they weren't really arranged in any particular like order. Like they weren't arranged by names, they were just arranged by category, and it was up to you to like just rummage throughout, you know, the collection and just look for, you know, what you think is something that you would be interested with. So fortunately, I, you know, found it, and I was like, I actually was like, oh, like that when I found it, and my friend was like surprised. She was like, okay, because I was like really looking forward to buy this book, and I was so happy that I bought it, and it's one of my best reads in 2021. As y'all know, I don't really like DNF, or I really strive to finish books. I have not like left any book unfinished at least since 2010, so that's like about 11 years already that I have not like left a book unfinished. But there were a couple of books that were, I felt like I was dragging my foot reading them. And if you've been watching my videos, pretty much you have an idea. Song of Achilles by Madeline Miller. Six of Crows by Leigh Bardugo. Yeah, I was dragging my feet reading the narratives. Not that much. You know what's interesting is that whenever I talk to like someone who is, let's say, a bookish personality online, like for example a booktuber, bookstagrammer, or somebody from book Twitter who predominantly talks about books, I would be more curious about their non-bookish like interests, like with music or, you know, etc., or anything that we may have in common. And if it's like a non-bookish online personality, say, you know, a random celebrity, or, you know, a random person that doesn't really focus on talking about books, fiction books to be even more specific, I'd be more curious about like their interests in reading. So I know it's kind of strange, but it's just kind of like how it is. Books, they're part of me. So it's tagging time, and the first one would be, it is no brainer, but it is Ray Reads PH. You are tag. So also I'm going to be tagging Kimreads. I'm also going to be tagging Pam Shenanigans, Wina Wonders, and Ian from Out of This World Reader. And if you want to do this tag, well, bam, consider yourself tagged then. If you've made it this far, leave a Japanese ogre emoji, because that's just what I feel like you folks should just leave. And I hope you folks liked this video, and if you did, be sure to give it a thumbs up. Also, click that subscribe button and hit that little bell icon somewhere down there to keep yourselves posted about my videos. And I'll also be putting down links and handles of my social media accounts, so feel free to check me out and follow me there as well. As always, thank you super much for watching. Always be thankful and unleash the reader in you. Bye y'all.